He told them if they didn't leave him alone, he will bring this fight to their doorstep. And he's going to show them he is good with his promises. The Bourne Supremacy takes place 2 years after the events of the last film. Bourne is living a peaceful life in India with Maria, but memories start to surface about things he did when he was a CIA assassin. The more he remembers, the more he doesn't like who he was. He keeps telling himself, that wasn't me, that was a different person. But an evil organization frames Bourne for the killing of 2 CIA operatives. And an assassin named Krill, who is cold and calculating and pretty good at his job, goes to India to try to kill Bourne. He kills Maria, but assumes Bourne was killed too, which he wasn't. So now Bourne is determined to get some justice done. He goes to Italy to find out why were they hunting him? Why was he framed? Hoping to get some answers here. Meanwhile, deputy director Pamela Lanley is convinced Bourne killed those two CIA operatives and is determined to bring him in. So how will this all play out? Well, you're going to have to see the movie to find out. I'm sure some of you have already seen this movie who are probably big fans of the Bourne franchise. But I'm not going to tell you anyway. I got to say this was a pretty good film. It really was. It does everything a sequel should do. It ups the intensity. The fight scenes were intense. Chase scenes were intense and all that. Never feels like there's any level of fantasy to it. It never does. I mean, everything feels real. It feels everything like an intense spy thriller should feel. And it's no doubt the new James Bond film starring Daniel Craig found some inspiration off this. They really do. It feels like a two-part story, like less like a. It feels partially an action spy thriller, and another part is like a man confronting his sins of the past. I mean, they combine those two elements together perfectly. Matt Damon was good as Jason Bourne. I mean, really gives a good performance, just as good as he gave in the last one. I mean, it's hard to imagine anybody else who could play this role as good as he could. I'm sure there's others out there, but it's just hard to imagine at this moment. Joan Allen was good as Pamela Lanley, the tough, no-nonsense deputy director. Brian Cox was good, and so was Julia Stiles. I gotta say, I like Carl Urban as Krill. He was good at being so cold and calculating. And it sort of becomes a reminder to me that that's who Jason Bourne used to be. I mean, Krill is a reminder of the kind of killer Jason Bourne used to be. I like their intense chase scene. I mean, that was just perfectly well filmed. Frank Pointet, I think I said her name right, as Maria was good. It's a shame she gets killed off, but she was good too. I really liked her character from the first one. I like the way Bourne stays a step ahead of everybody. I mean, I guess when you're trained to, I guess his kind of training, you're trained to do that. I mean, I'm still excited for the Jason Bourne movie. I hope it's going to be just as good as the others. So I give the Bourne Supremacy a 10 out of 10. Sayonara. Bye-bye.